And we're back from getting some donuts after the break and getting into this next matchup. We have Rogue versus Pittsburgh Knights, a long-awaited rivalry that we've been waiting to see how these two teams fare against each other. Qualifying for the Spring Series is the winner of this matchup. $13,000 guaranteed here in the Spring Series on the North American side and EU as well for whoever makes it into those final days of gameplay. But I do need to hear what your thoughts are about the way these two teams have ended up here so far, Sleegy.
I mean, it's just been a really interesting journey overall if you look at the bracket and everything leading up to this. And I'm going to talk more about it because it's just, there's so much on the line here. There's so much potential that's in this game that I really am curious to see who's going to win this game and who's going to be able to take it away, you know, in the very end.
You know, that is a very good question. And with that question, we're going to throw up the votes right now and send it off to you guys to get into this match as quickly as possible because I'm sure everyone wants to know how this one's going to go.
No doubt. No doubt. Sleegy, for me, I want to see how Rogue responds after getting dispatched up in that upper bracket. They were one game away 3 different times from moving on into the main event, and they got reverse swept by that surprising Jamal Jabara team. So now for Rogue, do they bounce back? They've been waiting. That was a while ago, too, that happened. They've been waiting. They might be kind of cold as well as they go into this match, and they've got a extremely tough matchup in the Pittsburgh Knights. So there's not going to be any time to wait. They can't come out slow in game number 1. We will need to see Rogue come out strong. They need to make a statement quick.
Yeah, I mean, they need to make a statement pretty much immediately in this game because I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction. I think the Knights are going to be able to come away with this one and move on, but I would really like to see Rogue prove me wrong here. I want to see another series go to Game 5, Sam. I love Game 5s. Game 5s are what I live for with casting, and you know, especially with two just such superb teams like this, I think the potential is there, and I think we're going to see a really solid series come off in just a moment as we get ready to get underway with game number 1.
Yeah, I hope we do get to that game 5, honestly, because that will mean we have watched an amazing series. 2 extremely good teams, 2 teams in the RLCS, so they're familiar with one another, and they will come out knowing what's on the line. Because this is it. This is for everything. This is who's going to make it onto the main event and who's just going to fall just that short. So game 1 on the clock here, Sleegy, 5 minutes, and I am ready. This is going to be this is probably the best series we've seen so far tonight.
I mean, it very well could be. I don't know what just happened with my accent there, but it very well could be as we get ready to get kicked off. 5 minutes on the board. Game number 1 between Rogue and the Pittsburgh Knights. And it starts off with possession by the Knights. It quickly goes back over to Rogue. It's a good block there from AJ. Looks to follow it up. He slows it down. He's got Kronovi right on his tail. He gets a good flick, but an even better save from Kronovi to keep that out of net.
Oh, what a block. Kronovi keeps it scoreless early. AJ nearly makes that play, but Kronovi able to get in the way. He's made a save or 2 in his time.
That he has. Turo over to Kronovi. Actually, it's a fake. Kronovi with the back pass, the first killer, but he blocks it himself. Now this could be an opportunity for Reddles. He takes it, but a great block from Turo. Not able to find the follow-up first killer, puts it into the corner. AJ looking to follow through, but a good clear from Kronovi. Reddles. Backboard, first killer able to push it to the side wall. And it'll be Gyro to keep it up. AJ to follow through. He's got possession midair, and first killer to keep it away. Gyro gets another 50 through. Kronovi in on goal, but it's blocked from AJ. Reddles now with possession. It's almost gets a good 50. I thought he had it past first killer at first. But it'll be AJ to clear it back out of the corner. Straight to Kronovi yet again. Another save coming in from Gyro. And while we're seeing opportunities appear on both sides, it doesn't feel like they have enough speed on them to really be deadly, Sam.
Yeah, most of these shots have been easily dispatched. We did see, that won't be dispatched. Kronovi coming back downfield. That's just a mistouch there as AJ puts it into the corner. Kronovi tries to get over. He was awkward, wondering where Turinturo would be, and in the end, not able to get back in time. That is a goal for Rogue that is going to be, that's painful because honestly, they were looking pretty good. Even though they weren't getting real good offensive opportunities, the structure was there for Rogue. I want to see them keep that up, though. I think the way that Rogue started is the right way to go about it.
I mean, I agree 100%. This is another opportunity, though, for AJ. Good block from Turo. Be off the back wall again. Gyro, what a fake there. Reynolds not able to get by, but wow. Gyro with the follow-up. And the mind games coming in for the Pittsburgh Knights right now.
Gyro, the big brain play. It looked like there was nothing to shoot at. Well, there wasn't. The defender was right there. Gyro just hangs back, completely fakes it out, backflips instead. No strike on the ball. Perfectly played from Gyro. Ends up getting the goal as well, as he is gifted for that great effort. 2-0 now for Knights. And when you've got a team as good as the Knights and you give them this lead, that is when they'll really start to capitalize.
Well, Turo has it on top of his car. It's a great pass over to First Killer. AJ, though, with possession, blocked by Turo, but Gyro to send it out again. For Novi, but blocked by Reddles. First Killer. Wow, this is changing possession so quickly on both sides right now. It seems it's one touch and then the other team has possession. Back and forth we go. Reddles finally able to clear it out of his own half, and what a follow, Reddles! Putting that man dead center of goal.
He had time. That was a big steal. Takes it right off of Turo. Catches First Killer off guard. First Killer electing to cut and try to make that stop. But after Reddles got that big clear downfield, it was going to be real hard to get back on that. Reddles opening up the field, opening up the play, and opening up the score line. 3-0 now here for Knights. A really, really big lead as AJ looks for more.
Well, it's almost a really good play from AJ Reynolds to follow through. Beat Gyro in the corner. Great block. Turo, it's a light hit. Gyro trying to play interference as AJ gets back on top. It's going to be off the back wall. Kronovi does have this over to First Killer, but First Killer doesn't find the touch. That's going to get cleared back downfield. Could be an opportunity, but a save from AJ. Going to stop that attack right in its tracks. Kronovi back pass, unfortunate touch, and now Gyro has possession.
That extra pass nearly pays off for Rogue, but not able to capitalize. And you called out First Killer as well, the uncharacteristic miss. He had at least a chance to get a shot on. Here's another chance for First Killer. Doesn't get up in time, though, as the ball will be past him, and we're back down into the Rogue zone. Time now running out here for Rogue as this 3-0 lead, looking like it may be the winning scoreline, but as I say that, Reddles adds another.
Yeah, and it's just Kronovi was in the right spot, but gets bumped a little bit by Gyro there. It was ever so slight, but it pushes him down. He can't get the height again on the follow-up. Just a wonderful offensive play from the Knights. And they go up by 4 now as we close down on the final minute. It's going to take something else from this Rogue team to try and come back in this series, because the Pittsburgh Knights, they are not slowing down.
AJ, what a touch. The subtle touch right there. I actually liked that the most out of all of that, because there's 2 defenders waiting. He recognizes there's almost no space to play that ball, but straight down, manages to get the catch as well. Amazing control from AJ. That's the 5th goal now here for the Knights as they have opened up this game. And the rest of this will strictly be a formality, barring some sort of just miracle. But I don't know that we've ever seen a 5-goal comeback this late at the RLCS level.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever really happened. So if you're Rogue in this situation, you really just need to start looking to game number 2. AJ with possession, almost able to sneak it by there. Turo with the touch to keep it out. Be Reddles on the side wall. 15 seconds, all that remain. And the Pittsburgh Knights just trying to keep up pressure so they can stay in form moving into game number 2. But it has been their game. Kronovi not going to find that touch. It doesn't matter as AJ sends it wide. barring a last-second goal, which won't happen. The Knights take game 1, 5-0.
Yeah, that just felt like a freight train that was picking up speed as they went along. The Knights, as soon as they got that first goal, tacked on another, and then all of a sudden the momentum was just in their favor. There was absolutely no stopping that train. But good thing for Rogue is we get to just completely wipe this scoreline clean. 5 goals, 1 goal. A loss is a loss. You put it behind you. You think about what you need to do to respond here in game number 2. We did see some uncharacteristic plays from Rogue. I think definitely at least 1 goal that Kronovi could have had. And honestly, some offensive chances not buried for Rogue. And when you look at the skill that's on the field for Rogue in Turo, First Killer, I mean, even Kronovi, all great strikers, you don't expect this team to get shut out as badly as we saw there. 5-0 is really a big score line against. So for Rogue, find some goals, start finding ways to get offensive opportunities. Because no goals, no win. That is
a 4,000 IQ analysis.
Right, I'm brilliant. I think of that.
Just in, guys, if you score the most goals, you will walk away with a victory. But no, I get 100% what you're saying. We just haven't been seeing really any offensive pressure coming at all from Rogue. It's been the Pittsburgh Knights with the pace, the Pittsburgh Knights with the plays, and the Pittsburgh Knights with the first win. We'll see if they can do it again in game number 2 as we get things underway. Gyro with possession, but it'll be First Killer to clear it away. AJ back downfield to Reynolds, but he's not going to be able to follow that up. Back down to Kronovi. Good clear downfield, but it'll be straight into Gyro. Gyro yet again. Reynolds up for it. Not going to be able to find that one through. So it'll be Kronovi to send it downfield. Straight into Turo. It's off the corner. Gyro to follow it up. Almost able to find the second. They're unable to get it through. And even though it's been a bit of a slower start, the Pittsburgh Knights still the one with control of the pace. AJ taking a shot, but it's straight into the hands of Turo.
Control of the pace, control of the ball, control of the game. You said it. This has started all Pittsburgh Knights. And as you watch their touches, these are 3 players on the Knights that are extremely smart, recognizing how responsible you need to be with every single touch. We're seeing that here, and this is allowing them to just continue to control the early moments of game 2.
Yeah, time ticking away. We're still yet to see our opening goal here. Reynolds trying to make that change. He gets it past one, but unable to find the follow-up. AJ off the wall quickly for this. It's a miss from Kronovi, but Turo with possession. Gyro down to AJ, pops it up over First Killer, looking for a bump. He's not able to find it on Turo. It's cleared back into the side wall from Gyro. Kronovi now just trying to play this into the corner to slow down the play of pace. It's cleared back down from Reynolds. First Killer back on top. AJ straight into First Killer. Gyro still there. Reynolds pressing quickly. It's still Gyro though. He's got one teammate supporting Kronovi, though, able to find the save. It's AJ back around. Going to be back into midfield. Turo to Reynolds. Blocked by First Killer, but possession still just changing hands so often here. Neither team able to find consistent possession right now.
Yeah, but one thing that the Knights continue to do is mitigate the damage. They're so good with their touches that they always give their teammates time to rotate back around in position, which means you almost never have an odd man break downfield. And when you're playing that standard defense where you're not having to make these crazy saves, it makes it that much easier to ensure that you'll make those saves. So really like how Knights are playing, so well structured and smart with how they play the ball.
Well, we'll see if Reynolds can take advantage of this opportunity. He plays it straight in the First Killer. It'll be Kronovi back down into the corner, but blocked by AJ. Turo trying to find Kronovi yet again. Passing plays starting to come through on both of these teams. It's cleared downfield. Kronovi to receive, but it'll be Reynolds right back down to Turo. Pressure coming from Rogue in these situations, but it's not being sustained. We're seeing them spend a lot of time the Pittsburgh Knights half, but nothing constructive coming out of it as they continue to find a hole to capitalize on. They'll be straight back into Kronovi yet again. Turo putting it into the corner, gets one down. Kronovi's there, but it's blocked by Reynolds and an opportunity kill.
And the Knights will need to watch out for that. You've got quick strike ability on the other side of Rogue, where goals can come fast if you're not paying attention. So for the Knights, they continue to find offense. You might find them creeping up field. You've got to maintain that defensive responsibility as well.
And that you do. It's first killer, though, with the responsibility to get it past. He does. Good save from Gyro. It's back off the corner. We're 1 minute remaining. Still no goal. It's Gyro sending it back down again. First killer straight back down to Reynolds, but he can't find the touch. AJ pressuring quickly to keep that in the half. It's a good clear downfield, but Reynolds back on top. 40 seconds left in this game. Both of these teams still struggling to find their way past. It'll be a pass from AJ to Reynolds. He finds one, uses the flip reset to catch back up, but can't get there in time. 30 seconds now. Pressure beginning to mount from the Pittsburgh Knights. AJ with another good block, but just no one there to pick it up. And we're seeing a lot of opportunities get squandered right now.
Yeah, and that's because Rogue came out with the game plan of keeping the Knights off the board. We talked about how Rogue would need to score, but one thing they also did was gave up 5 goals in that previous game. A much better defensive effort from Rogue goes without saying. As they have kept the Knights off the board, we are looking at a scoreless game as we enter into our first overtime of this series.
First overtime and an opportunity for Rogue to get things back level. AJ trying to find one there off the flip reset. It'll be Reynolds back around into this corner. His first killer as he pops it up, looking to make space downfield. The midfield has been an open playground all game long. Possession has not been held on to for any extended periods of time. As AJ looking for the double, but a great clear from Kronovi. Back down to Gyro as a pass attempt to Reynolds, but Reynolds was on the rotation back to net, so it's AJ who has to get there in time. Demo coming through on Reynolds. It's Gyro yet again to find it. Reynolds actually respawning on that side. It puts all 3 of them over there. Pass to Turo. Not going to be blocked, but the follow-up shot going to be wide and an opportunity thrown away.
Oh, wow. What a outlet pass right to the center of the field there. Nearly the goal for Rogue. Rogue have looked the stronger of the 2 teams here in overtime so far. They are making those adjustments. We're seeing much smarter touches from Rogue, not just handing the ball right back to the Knights.
Gyro's back on top of Kronovi with a quick challenge. It's right back down. Kronovi had an option on to goal there, but couldn't get it past. It's AJ now back downfield. First killer with a touch over to Turo. Finds a touch himself. Will have control in midair. Gets it over top Reynolds. That's a double commit on the right side from the Knights. First killer just looking to drop it down. Was a solid attempt. 1 minute 30 seconds and counting gone in this overtime. Both of these teams still trying to find the goal that will send them to the next game 3. But for Pittsburgh, they're trying to find the goal that will send them on series point. Gyro pass over to AJ. Almost threw it. Pings off the post, and we continue on.
Oh, Turo not there for that save. So if that's on net, it's a goal and it's a win for the Knights. But we will play on as the accuracy is not there, but the pass coming out center. Again, the Knights not able to take advantage, and now we're back downfield. Turo on, but Reynolds is there. I tell you what, Rogue have looked very competitive. That was a nice flurry for the Knights, but Rogue up to the task.
We're starting to see them play a lot more fluid in this game. They're getting solid pressure downfield. Still no consistent possession on either side as we continue to trudge on here. That's a huge miss from Turo. AJ's got control. He's going to send it off the back ball. Good block from first killer. It was a dangerous spot, but he kept his composure and kept the ball out of net. As they continue to alleviate some of this pressure by sending it back downfield is Kronovi. Gyro with the clear away. It'll be over to Turo. Off the corner and back down. 50 from AJ. Reynolds getting the bump, and AJ, ooh, what a touch to get that over. First killer with the read. We're starting to see some creativeness come out of both of these teams as this overtime continues on.
Yeah, and speed to the air is going to be really important, as some of these challenges just going unchallenged. Easy hits downfield, as we see the two teams recognizing, I think, that they're in this overtime. They feel that pressure a little bit, as, again, you see teams back off a lot in this moment. They don't want to make that one mistake that will give up the game. Oh!
Ooh, well, right as you say.
Don't want to make that one mistake that will give up the game.
Well, they make the mistake there. Kronovi just a bit too forward. Turo right there on the line, but he couldn't drop down right in front. And the Knights take game number 2. They find themselves on series point, but Rogue looking a lot stronger in that game too.
No doubt about it. I mean, the scoreline tells us that. Just 1 goal for the Knights. Stark contrast to the 5 that they put up in the previous game. But in the end, the result's still the same. The Knights have shown that high-scoring, low-scoring games, they're going to get it done. And now those 2 wins have put them on match point. It'll take a reverse sweep from Rogue, the team that got reverse swept to get put down into the lower bracket. Does Rogue have that magic in them? I'm not sure. The biggest thing, though, we talked about it going into this second game. Going to say it again. You got to get on the board. I like the defensive effort from Rogue. I think they made a lot of adjustments there, but still, you got to find a way to get on the board. Getting shut out 2 times in a row has got to be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it would not. I mean, it won't look good if the Knights are able to get a victory here in game number 3, because it would be a sweep. But if they can't get on the board at all throughout this whole series, that could be a sort of loss that could stick with them even after this. So it's really going to be pertinent for them here to try and just do everything they can to at least take the game. I know you want to stay in the series, but you got to think beyond that as well. 5 minutes, 0's on the board. Let's see what Rogue can put together in a game 3 that is absolutely critical for them. It starts in the Pittsburgh Knights half as Gyro clears it away. Good block from First Killer. He gets a second touch on it there. Kronovi on target, but AJ on the goal line. Reynolds off to the side wall again. Will be AJ with the block. They're trying to find their way right now. Rogue in front of goal. But instead, they give away possession. It'll be Kronovi with a great pass over to Turo. Kronovi, pass to First Killer, gets the follow-up touch. Be off the corner yet again. Now the back wall. Turo follows it up here. And now we're seeing a bit of a difference in this game, Sam. It's been a reverse of what we've seen, with Rogue having most of the pressure at the start of this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. They already look a lot better. A straight minute of just Rogue play as they controlled that minute. The speed is really something to look out for. They're making sure that they keep up the pace of play, force the Knights into decisions that could potentially be bad decisions. Kronovi, they're waiting out the defense. Is this going to work? Holy cow. Kronovi nearly doing it by himself. Rogue, though, like we said, already starting this game, this crucial game 3, looking a lot better than they have previously.
Turo looking for a pinch there. Reynolds able to stay in front. Gyro now takes over. It's over to Turo yet again. Even though the beginning of this game hasn't been too quick, it's been a lot of consistent pressure from Rogue. But that sort of pressure can lead to overcommits. They've got to be careful not to give away too much space, because E United can certainly score on a quick counterattack. It'll be Gyro there, slowing it down. Reynolds putting it in midfield. Gyro trying to catch up to it, but instead plays it right to the feet of Kronovi. Turo with the block. Be knocked back down yet again. First Killer looking to find something on goal to be off the back wall. Reynolds with the clear downfield. And Gyro actually in a really good position to retake this. But it's Turo instead who finds himself with possession. Good 50 from AJ there in the corner. But Rogue still maintaining attacking pressure. They are on the ball so quickly right now, not giving the Pittsburgh Knights much of a chance to get downfield.
No, not at all. All of the smart plays for Rogue. First Killer gets back, big block from him there, but really just smart play from Rogue. doing similar things that the Knights do, making sure that they maintain that responsibility with their touches. We're seeing that from Rogue consistently here, but they still search for that first goal. Remember, it was scoreless all the way into overtime in the previous game. Rogue still not able to get that goal, which is really just a decisive goal at this point. You got to find a way to get the ball downfield and put it on.
Well, we're seeing more pressure come out of the Pittsburgh Knights right now as Kronovi has possession. That's a great follow-up from First Killer, but Reddles back in defense, able to receive. Will be a bump on Gyro from Turo as Kronovi retakes control. AJ with the 50 to get it back. AJ looking for another off the wall there, but it'll be back to First Killer. Drop down. First Killer has an opportunity, but can't find the touch. Turo's there, but Gyro with the clear. Reddles now following it up. It's a pass over to AJ. Shot on target. First Killer not going to find it. Kronovi not going to make it in time. And the Pittsburgh Knights up on the board on series points already.
The only chance the Knights have had all game, and it ends up in the back of Rogue's net. That is a backbreaker for Rogue, who were doing everything right except finding that goal. Felt like the momentum, even though they were down 0-2, was starting to shift into Rogue's favor. But after you give up that goal, you'll have to find it all again. And they have their work cut out for them now, going into the final minute down yet again.
Reynolds has possession, and right now the main goal of the Pittsburgh Knights is going to be killing as much time as they can. Another goal would be optimal. They really just want to try and waste their way out of this game. And Timbo coming through to clear up space, but Kronovi unable to get it past Gyro. Be First Killer downfield. He's got an open look at net, but Reynolds finding a very critical block. It'll be back to Kronovi, who can't find the touch. Turo down, but it'll be straight into Gyro, who clears it downfield yet again. 30 seconds, all that remains in this game, and Rogue are finding themselves in positions where they really need to make a touch, and it just hasn't happened.
The teamwork's not there. This is a team that recently came together. Of course, they've got things to work on. We're just not seeing them connect on multiple touches as a team. They'll need to get this ball down. 10 seconds to go. This won't do it, though. Gyro up. Kronovi, one last chance. He's going to get this ball downfield. Gets it past one. He's got two players in the corner, though. Gyro, big stop. Ball will drop. That'll do it. It's a sweep.
And it is not just any sweep, Sam. It is a perfect sweep. Rogue unable to score not even a single goal all series long. The Knights just looking outstanding there offensively and defensively, and they take a statement victory in this series.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This was probably the best game that Rogue has played. Even though we don't even see an overtime here, they were strong in this game. They came out exactly how they needed to, but sometimes the ball just doesn't fall for you. You just don't get those bounces, and you don't get the ball in the net. I mean, we said it the whole time. No scoring, no wins for Rogue. Going an entire series getting shut out, that's demoralizing. But at the same time, like I said, this is a young team. They've added Turo to this squad. They're going to have to find that way to mesh. So this is a good tournament for them to get their chance to play some of these top teams and see what they can do. So I like what we saw from Rogue at times, but the Knights just that much better. And Vod, we didn't do predictions. I was gonna go Knights. I did. I was gonna go Knights. I didn't get the chance.
Sleegy went Knights.
I wasn't gonna go against him. I've learned there now. We're not gonna do that anymore.
I think we've all learned not to go against Sleegy in the predictions. The streak is broken for him, but the streak of 3-0s in the lower bracket that we saw from Pittsburgh Knights was unbroken. They lost to Charlotte Phoenix earlier on in the upper bracket, but once they dropped down, they did not stop there, going all the way to qualify for the spring series for North America. That'll be happening this weekend, and what a way to do it. A complete shutout against their opponents. And for Rogue, seeing that they got Turo on their roster and seeing that they were testing him out for the first time on a broadcast today and even in a tournament itself, how do you think they can move forward from what they learned during this tournament?
Just keep it up. Nope.
No, you go ahead.
Honestly, the players are there. The skill is there. It's a roster that just needs to gel. I think they just need a little bit more time to gel. We saw issues with not necessarily double commits, but players in the same spot on the field. that question of who's going to go for the ball, and then not a lot of team passing plays at times. I know the Knights are an extremely good team, so that's a tough team to go up against and have to kind of to test yourself. But yeah, I just give it a little bit more time. I don't think Rogue should hang their head too low here. They faced some good teams, and they played pretty well.
What a great victory from Pittsburgh Knights yet again against Rogue. Rogue, unfortunately, they weren't able to get the victory here, but they still have plenty of time to improve their chemistry as a team moving forward in Rocket League esports in general. We have one more match on the docket to figure out who is going to be the final qualifier for the North American Spring Series. Is it going to be Charlotte Phoenix? Is it going to be United? Find out right after this break. We'll be back in just a few moments.